Hello everyone, Shane here, and welcome back to Asoareo Xtras. And now, I think this video is very needed because I know a lot of people probably noticed, especially if you came from my main channel over to this channel, or if you came from this channel over to the main channel. That on my main channel, I have not had a single normal video or podcast episode in the past like 2 months practically. I'm gonna say 2 months because the Fortnite OG video is almost like 2 months old, which means that we're already getting a new OG season, which means legit I have not made a video for so long to the point to where the next OG season is going to be awesome, which means OG seasons are going to be pretty much back to back. So that's insane. But that besides the point. A lot of people probably noticed that, and I did give a little reasoning beforehand. I was like, why don't I like editing that much right now? Editing's a little boring. And like, that's still the truth. Like, I still am kind of burnt out. Well, I was burnt out on editing. I'm going back to it now, which is one of the main portions of this video, is that I am coming back to my main channel, and I'm gonna be back better than ever. At least I hope so. But the main portion of this video is that recently I've said it in multiple other videos as well, that especially on this channel, that I have not been going through the best time this year already. Like, ever since February, March, this year's been hell. Like, regardless, like, there are certain moments where it's been good. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It's been good, but not in the ways I really wanted to. Like, don't get me wrong, YouTube doing well, I'm happy about. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the things I really want. I guess that makes sense. I don't know how to say it, but I think you know what I'm saying. It's not my top of my list of like, oh, I want this to work, I want this to happen. No, there's so many other things I've wanted to work and happen, but just didn't, and I had to either one, work on it and wait for it, or two, I blew a chance, and that's the way it is. And that's kind of where I'm at. Is that recently I have made so many dumbass decisions, and I realistically cannot look back on them and think proudly of them, or even look back on them and even think that they were okay in any sort of regard. And I recently, especially these past couple of days, with a lot of other stuff that's been happening, I've just been beating myself over it, like, constantly, heavily, to the point to where I kind of found myself back into the same spot I was like a month ago, where I just lost all, like, I lost everything, pretty much. I lost all, like, want to do things, in a way. I guess that makes sense. Like, I don't have no, like, any want to, like, get up and do something, or even, like, even in some ways, even talk to friends sometimes. Like, I like, today I had to pretty much force myself to play with Jacob and them. Not because it's dumb, like, they're not the issue. It's just, you get in that state of mind where you're just not wanting to be near anyone, when that is probably your best choice, though, is to be near people, especially in a time like this. But you just cannot seem to not want to just go away for a little while. And that's kind of where I'm at, where I want to go away for a little while, but I just know I can't. It's going to be impossible, because I have so many people around me that care for me and constantly message me every single day. Or like, hey, yo, bro, we gonna talk today? Or like, oh, yo, bro, I need to talk to you. And, it sucks, because I feel bad when I do ghost them for a little bit, like even up to 2 hours. I feel bad for it, because I know they probably thought that, or think that something happened to me or something along those lines. Because, in private, I've said some things to some people, like, nothing bad, but stuff that's just like, I just don't want to try anymore because of the stuff that's been going on recently. Like, I just feel like recently I just have not been able to win. Like, no matter what situation I'm in, I can try my damnedest. I can try my hardest. I can push myself to do the best I can, but no matter what, it's almost like a race. Or like, I'm driving a car in NASCAR, I guess. You get the tires fixed, you go on a track, you go into the inside lane, tires pop. You're like, all right, I'm going to go back into pits, change my tires again. Go back out, go into that same turn. You go up into the outside lane, boom, tires pop. You're like, all right, shit, I got to take a new advance from this. All right, I'm going to go middle. I'm going to go in between both the cars. I'm going to go in between. I'm not going to go up or down. I'm going to go middle. Sure enough, you go back out there, change your tires for the second time, go out there, you go middle, tires pop again. And that's what it feels like, is that no matter how many times I've taken this turn in any circumstance, in any situation I've been in recently, my tires always seem to pop for some reason. Like, there's some outside force, or I do it myself, or the situation was just not meant to be. And, that's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard situation to deal with, but especially when it's stuff that I feel like I worked hard for, and I'm dedicated to, and I want, and I want to improve on, and I want to do better in, and I want to work out for myself in the end. And if there is someone else on the other receiver and I want it to work out for them as well in the end, regardless of what it is, it really does hurt when I try my hardest and nothing good comes out of it in any sort of way. Like I can sit here and record a video, edit it, post it, and it'll do shit. And we're thankfully on Asoareo Xtras. Thank you to anyone who's watched the videos on this channel. They've done well. Like no matter what video it's been, they've done well. I have no one to thank but you guys and the people who click on the videos from the recommendations and all that. I have no one to thank but you guys. But on the main channel, that's my main issue, is that I sit there, I spend time editing these videos. I feel like they're good. I take the time to record them, edit them, and they're like 4-hour long sessions of recording. So like a whole 5 gigabyte file that I have to cut down into 10-minute long videos and all that. And like it takes so long, and I feel so bad for myself when they don't do well. And it's a thing that's like I've always said, I don't care if the videos do well. I do not, honestly. It's just I know that they're there, and at some point they probably will get traction, and someone will go back to it in the future and be like, oh my god, this video was actually funny. I don't know how I didn't do this well. But it's still a thing that in that moment I work so hard on it. And I'm not just talking about YouTube here too. I'm talking about so many other things. And my friendships recently and all that, like everything. I feel like I try so hard. I feel like I try harder than everyone else. But yet again, I'm the one person that fails. I'm the one person that loses. I just can't win. Which is another thing I feel recently has been happening, is that I just can't win. No matter what situation I'm in, I can never win. And, like I said before, no matter how hard I try, no matter how hard I push, and no matter how hard I try to change, to do better, it just doesn't work out. And, so some of those circumstances I can see why, even me even trying hard enough wouldn't work. But clearly, they either, there are situations I was just already losing it at the beginning, or already fucked it up already, so there's no resalvaging it. But, it's just hard to, like, no bashing on Jacob, no bashing on anyone else, but it is really hard to be near people who, like, I know it's a bad thing to compare yourself to other people and all that, but it is really hard to compare yourself to other people and think that they're doing better than you, and to think that they're way better off than you. Because in some ways, that is how I feel. I look at Jacob sometimes. I look at other people, and I feel like, damn, they're doing way better than me. Like, I can't compare to that, realistically. Like, I can't compare to what they're doing. And it hurts in some ways. It's like, it's a thing that I know I shouldn't compare myself to other people in their situations and all that, but sometimes it's almost impossible to, like, it is almost impossible not to compare yourself to someone else, especially someone very close to you. It's not that easy to not compare yourself to someone else. And so, recently I've just been down. I have no motivation to really do anything. Like, even today, I barely even got up to play with Jacob and them. I barely even got up. Like, I slept almost all day today. I did have a dentist appointment, but that besides the point. Even after that dentist appointment, I already was numb enough to want to go back to sleep anyways. So, I guess thankfully for that. But this is like the first time in so many years that I have slept for an entire day, practically. Besides being forced out of bed pretty much to play with, well, not forced to, but I just didn't want to leave them off, I just didn't want them to feel like it was their fault while I wasn't playing or anything, So, it is one of those things where, and same thing with YouTube. I don't want to force myself to look happy or anything when I know damn well I'm not happy in this moment. I'm not happy, like, not a single bit, like, nowhere near happy. Like, it's hard to say it out loud, and it's hard to talk about it out loud, but it's something that needs to come out regardless of what it is. And man, it's been so hard. It really has. I hope and pray that things get better for me here soon, because if they don't, I don't generally know what I'm gonna do. Like, I may be laughing about it now, but that's just the way I'm trying to get off my head. I'm just trying to make myself feel better. And these situations have been so bad. They've been so bad. But yet again, I guess I get myself into these situations. Yeah, I guess I do get myself into these situations sometimes. So I guess it isn't entirely, whoever's fault it is, or whoever's in the situation, or whatever I'm trying my hardest at. It's not necessarily its fault. It's kind of me for thinking that I had the chance or something. But with YouTube, I know I have a chance, and I feel like YouTube's the only thing right now that I have that I know I have a chance in and I can win. And that's why I'm trying to come back better than ever right now, starting with this video. And I want to come back better than ever. I want to do better than ever. I want to be my best self here. And, it's going to be hard for real life for that to be a thing. Hopefully I can carry over my YouTube, motivation over to real life. And man, it's so hard to, like, but it's just been going on. I legitimately don't know what's next for me. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in store for me. I don't know what the next door is going to be. I hope it's a good door, not a red door. Because if it's a red door, I'm fucked. And, it's hard, but I know I'll get through it. It's just very annoying, irritating, and frustrating because like I said before, I feel like for the past month, it's been the past month. For the past 3 months, yeah, there's been ups, there's been downs, but this past month, man, it's been something. It's been something. It's been an event, and I don't enjoy it. I feel like shit, but I know I'll get through it. I know I'm not gonna give up because that's just not the person I am. But hearing other people tell me, because like I said before, I'm a type of person. I even said in past videos, go check out those videos as well. My YouTube stream VOD clips, where I talked about this type of stuff as well. I've always been the type of person to try to help people and all that. And I've told people in the past, don't give up. There's something better in store for you. Something's gonna come along. Don't be sad about it. Like something's gonna come along, right? And I know this, but and majority of the time they would always say back to me like, "How do you know?" Or, "Do you really believe that?" And honestly, looking back on it, and I think it's just my mentality right now. It's just me being irritated and sad right now. I can generally kind of understand what they mean by that because right now I feel that same way. Like I generally feel like nothing's good coming because it's just been for the past 3 months back to back to back bullshit. Like no matter what, it's just been back to back. I feel like majority of it is my fault because I get myself into those situations. I made those dumb decisions, but at the same time though, I try to salvage them. I try to fix those mistakes, but either someone doesn't let me or I just feel like I just can't, so I give up. And I'm not the giving up type, but man, it's so hard not to look at what I've done and not think that the best decision is to give up sometimes. And so hopefully I can get out of that mentality soon. Hopefully I can do better. Hopefully I can be able to fix situations I fucked up and do better by people and go back to myself that I want to be, which is caring, loving, I guess a family person, being there for people again and being helpful and being kind and being a light in the darkness. But as I said right now, I feel like I am just that darkness, which is why I don't really want to be around people right now, especially certain people, because I feel like they're doing so well that I don't want to drag my darkness and pull them into a void. I don't want to do that, but I try my best. I try my best to fix it. Try my best to hide it, but sometimes it slips out, But if y'all did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and share as a way to support the channel. If y'all got any words of wisdom or things to say, or if you feel the same way, or you felt the same way recently, or something, put in that comment section below. We can talk. I want, like, I guess I am making this video for something. I kind of do want to hear from at least someone, even if I don't even know them, something, because me taking the day to myself, not really talking to anyone, I really got into a state of mind where there's one certain person where I wish that I'd do anything in the world right now just to get them back, just to talk to them for a moment. I'd do anything just to talk to them for a moment to see what they say, because I feel like sometimes the things people say to me aren't entirely true. Might just be me right now being sad and talking, but since right now I feel like majority of the time the things people say to me are just not true, and they're only just to make me feel better, and they're just I don't know. But it's been Shane, guys. Be humble, be kind, change your tires continuously, never give up. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't give up. Change those tires continuously until you improve and do better. But yeah, it's been Shane, guys. Later.